What's going on, everybody? It's your boy J-Man back checking in with the people, and I wanted to do a quick video on the rumors that Microsoft is plotting the return of the Fable franchise. Now, a lot of us know a few years ago Fable was basically destroyed, canceled. Lionhead Studios was shut down, and we thought Fable would never return again. But Microsoft did come out and say, they wanted to see the franchise return just at a later date, and that later date might be now. We got more concrete rumors about this Fable return, and it looks like Playground Games is going to be the head studio that's going to be taking on the project. Now, we heard a few weeks ago that the Fable franchise was coming back, and then we also heard that the Playground Games studio was going to be a part of this, this return. Now, I kind of believe these rumors, but then I kind of didn't, because I knew that Playground Games was making a new studio to work on the new game, but I also thought that they said this game was going to be multi-platform. Now, that could have been the case from the beginning, and maybe Microsoft did swoop in and drop off that bag for them to make the new Fable game. And if that's the case, I'm not mad at them. Hey, it's a franchise that they wanted to see return, and Playground Games is a great studio for the work that they do on the Forza Horizon series. I'm not a big racing fan, but when I seen how Forza Horizon 3 looked, and I also played the demo, I was tempted to pick up the game just off what I played on the demo alone. It was great visually, the gameplay was fun, and they're just a studio that cares about their craft. So when I heard that, okay, they wanted to bring back Fable, I was interested to see what they wanted to do with the franchise. And in this Eurogamer article, they kind of talk about the whole the thought process behind the return of Fable. So I did want to read a little bit of the article, and then we're gonna go from there. So Eurogamer is reporting that work is underway on a brand new big budget. That's key, big budget. You know what I'm saying? They want to put the money and the effort behind Fable and make it a franchise that people can, not only the Xbox fans can look at as something that they care about, but people from the outside looking in like, oh shit, Microsoft is really putting money, time, and thought into this franchise, and maybe we should check it out as well. So a new big budget Fable game Eurogamer can reveal. Fable franchise owner Microsoft has tasked UK developer Playground, which makes the Forza Horizon racing games for Xbox and PC, with creating this new Fable. Sources close to the project have told Eurogamer Microsoft said in the statement it does not comment on rumor or speculation. Now, this is interesting because just a week ago, when the Coalition rumors came out that they were working on a new IP, Microsoft the next day they came out and said, no, Coalition is only working on Gears. So we have kind of two different sides of the ball, where this could be the Coalition rumors that came out could be true, but Microsoft wants to keep that under wraps, so they denied it, or they could not be true at all, and Coalition is really only working on Gears. On this side, we got the Fable rumors, which we heard a week ago or so, and Microsoft actually came out and said they're not even commenting on the rumors. They're not shooting anything down. You see what I'm saying? So it's a big difference, Continuing, we've heard the new Fable is planned as a story and character-focused open-world action RPG. A significant investment in this development is also planned, with some 200 people set to work on the game at Playground's newly established second office, which I just talked about. Don't expect to play this new Fable anytime soon. However, we heard it's early days in terms of development. With Playground currently staffing up the team from double digits to triple digits, Microsoft's decision to return to the much-loved fantasy world of Albion, I don't know how to pronounce that. If that's wrong, let me know in the comment section. Comes less than 2 years after it shut down Fable creator Lionhead and canceled Fable Legends. Okay, according to the former Lionhead developers, staff at the studio have wanted to make a story-driven single-player Fable 4 while Legends was in the works. Now, this is something I heard a lot from Xbox fans. When Legends was in beta form, a lot of fans were they kind of just wanted the traditional Fable game, not this Legends version of Fable. On the other side, I heard people who played the beta or were inside the program that they kind of liked what they had going on with Legends. While it wasn't a traditional Fable, it wasn't something that they thought should have been canceled, and they thought Microsoft should have went forward with it. So it was kind of both sides of the field when it came to the Legends game, but Microsoft ultimately decided that they wanted to cancel it. Maybe they weren't seeing the engagement that they wanted to see. We know Microsoft is big on games as a service, and if this wasn't getting that engagement that they wanted to see, then I could see why they probably would want to cancel it. Shut down the studio, that was something that I didn't see coming at all. So yeah, basically Fable Legends, unlike previous Fable games, was designed as a free-to-play game as a service with a heavy focus on multiplayer, like I just said. Also, they said ex-Lionhead staff Eurogamer spoke with said, wait, what? Ex-Lionhead staff Eurogamer spoke with said, what? We're excited to see Playground bring Fable back from the dead, but this excitement is tempered somewhat by the sadness that Lionhead was never given a chance to make the dream Fable 4. That's true. You know, Lionhead wanted to, it seemed like Lionhead wanted to make a traditional Fable, but Microsoft tasked them with the game as a service, a free-to-play game. It didn't work out. They got shut down. Now Microsoft seems to want to be coming back with Fable, this time with a different studio. That's kind of how the game goes. That's kind of business, but also it's kind of messed up because they didn't want to make the game that ultimately got their studio shut down. This guy says, I have slightly mixed feelings, and I understand. On one hand, it's great for the UK game industry and very pleasing that Fable isn't dead. Indeed, it would be lovely to play as a punter without coming out in hives. On the other hand, it is a little curious to get rid of the team that is uniquely expert in making Fable and then try and make Fable. Fable is a weird game and tough one to deconstruct for a new team. That said, the team in question is very talented, and I'm sure they'll do a fantastic job. Yeah, basically what I just said. Playground Games is a great studio, and I don't think anybody's gonna second guess them making a great game. But also Lionhead, they were truly passionate about what they had going with Fable. So I'm interested to see. I'm gonna keep my eye on this, and I'm looking forward to the new vision that they have for Fable. So what changed? We heard Microsoft rekindled interest in Fable was in part inspired by Sony's phenomenal success with the Guerrilla Games PlayStation 4 exclusive Horizon Zero Dawn. As of June 2017, Guerrilla's story-driven single-player open-world action RPG has sold over 3.4 million copies. Very interesting take right there. In the world where game as a service is dominating, online-driven multiplayer free-to-play games is dominating the talk, single-player games have kind of single-player story-driven games have kind of gone to the wayside. And what Horizon Zero Dawn did last year, being a big open-world game, being single-player, being something that the Guerrilla Games studio did after working on Killzone for so long, taking that risk, I think it showed a lot of studios that, hey, you make the right single-player game, and many people will talk about it, many people will praise it, many people will go out and buy it. And if this is true about Fable, then I'm happy to see, because I love my single-player games. So anything to save the single-player games, and Microsoft seems to want to put more money into the single-player games, more money into the Fable franchise, which Xbox fans love, and that's dope as hell to see that Horizon was able to inspire something like that, which is also a phenomenal game. So with that in mind, this is actually a step in the right direction for me when it comes to Microsoft, and seeing that they're taking the single player genre serious. They're putting money into, you know, single player games more serious. As for this new Fable, Playground is seen as a highly talented developer which has done fantastic work with the Forza series for Microsoft. Forza Horizon 3 was one of Xbox's biggest games of 2016, and the hope is the studio can make a high quality Fable adventure once it brings in open world RPG expertise. This new Fable is seen as something of a clean break, and while all Fable Legends assets were backed up after Lionhead shut down, the expectation is Playground is starting from scratch as it bids to revive the Xbox exclusive franchise. Yes, good to hear. Ted Timmons, an ex-Lionhead veteran who now works at Microsoft Studio Rare on Sea of Thieves, mentioned, I was a Fable fan before I was a Fable developer, so the thought of one of my favorite franchises of all time rumored to be making a comeback excites me greatly. Yes, like I've been saying, these rumors been swirling for a couple weeks. People have been excited. People heard Playgrounds was going to be the head studio working on this. People seem to be excited. Microsoft seems to be putting money into this. People seem to be excited. All signs point to this new Fable, the return of Fable, looking good. I hope we get to see something really soon. It is in early development, so I'm not expecting this game to come out to 2020, 2021. Maybe we'll see something at E3 next year, but hey, more games coming to Xbox, more money Microsoft put into single player games. Hashtag save the single player. That's my video, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Rate the video, of course. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and I'll catch you on my next video. Peace.